Peace, love, and light to you all. You already know who it is. It's your girl, Nitty Janae.
Me.
And me. Back at it with another one. Come on into the room, y'all. Come on in. It's about like 2 o'clock in the setting around that time. 2 o'clock in the rising around that time. So whoever does come on, you know, they're just made to be on this live with us right now. So come on into the room. Peace, Janine. Peace, everybody. Share this video.
Just eating our meal, our solar meal.
What we have here is a papaya salad with some, rice, and we got some bananas, and both baked.
Yeah, something like that. Just caramelized bananas. Kind of like plantains.
Yeah, and this was like 20 baht each. That's less than $1. The bananas were 25 baht, which is less than $1. The papaya salad was 30 baht, which is $1.
So we spent probably like $3 because we spent 200, so like $6.
Around that, and then we got some iced tea.
$7
for like 2 meals. So that's $3 each for our meals, and it's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So we coming on here for love my hair. Thank you, Alexis. Don't you love Meek's hair too? His hair's locking. So we came on here so we can give you guys about some tips, traveling tips, and answering any questions that you might have in the comment box for some Q&A. We're in Bangkok. If you don't know already, we're in Bangkok, Thailand. Man, this place is dope. You know what I'm saying? The place that we're at right now is called the Tuk Tuk Hostel, and it's only $19 per night.
And it's nice and it's clean.
It's clean, it's nice.
And it's not like a normal hostel where like it's an open room and you share the whole living quarters with a lot of people. It's like we have our own room, got a queen bed, and service is good, AC, it's mad nice for $19.
Yeah, a night. So that's dope. You know, across the street there's like a little mini market. You can get your stuff from. You know, you can get clothes, you can get fruit. You know, and the Bangkok is best known for its beautiful street food. You know, there's the streets are just filled with food. Like wherever you turn, there's gonna be a street market, a street stand, food stand. And for people that eat meat, it's much easier. But for vegans,
you guys be in heaven.
Yeah. This place is heaven regardless, but especially in the tropics, you know what I'm saying? The sun is always shining, whatever, but we are in the city right now. We're not in, like, Koh Phangan was different from Bangkok, because Bangkok is kind of like the city, and Koh Phangan is like that tropical, like, relaxation, yoga retreat thing. So, for vegans, you know, you just gotta, just search around and see if they have, like, vegan options, you know, and just if they don't, just tell them to veganize the meal or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So we want to come on with tips about traveling. First tip is, this is the first thing that that came to mind, and I'm gonna go into it with my husband, is the Translate. We want to have, if you're going to a foreign country, you want to have that Translate app. That stuff comes in handy. And actually, you want to have your phone, first thing, you want to have your phone unlocked. So make sure your phone is paid for before you go, to any country, because then you'll be able to get a SIM card there. And that SIM card, you can, for like what, $15 or $10 or something like that, you can get a SIM card with unlimited data, unlimited access to Wi-Fi. And that's good. So you want to make sure your phone is unlocked, so you can have the Wi-Fi, so you can download that Translate app and use that Translate app wherever you go. Go ahead, love.
Lifesaver. And kind of to do with the translating type of thing. Obviously, if I was coming from America and coming here to Thailand, there's that language barrier, and that's why you need the translating app. But the thing that's universal. The universal language is your intention. So like, there may be that language barrier, like you don't know how to say this or that, but the thing is, you want to have pure intentions. And if your intentions are good, then you'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? People are always giving me warnings, like, watch out for this, watch out for that. And that's true, and I appreciate it. But that stuff, bad things that people warn us about, bad things come to, trouble comes to you if you're looking for it. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, when you're traveling, have good intentions. Obviously, if you're going to travel and better yourself, you have good intentions. And just know that, and use that tip also to back your faith. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people try to scare people out of traveling and stuff like that. But really, if you have good intentions, you have intentions to grow, and you have intentions to be happy and not to disrespect anybody, and just have intentions to get where you're trying to go, and you're positive about it, like, you're gonna get to where you need to go. Hence the barrier, the language barrier, because they can feel energy. They can feel the energy. If you're just genuinely trying to figure something out and you don't have bad intentions, they're gonna help you. But if you have some like energy behind you that's like, oh, I'm better than you, like, you guys are dumb, da da da, like, or why don't you understand my, like, they're gonna feel that, and then you're not gonna get what you need. So ultimately what I wanted to address was intentions, and that applies to everything out of traveling and in traveling. Like, make sure your intentions are right, because what you put in, you're gonna get back.
Facts. You know, you want to make sure you're kind and polite wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And be pure-hearted, because that's where, you know, you attract great things to you. I want to say with this, people of Thailand are very warm, very welcoming, very like smiles. Some people are going to look at you, because if you look foreign like we do, and they're going to be like, what the fuck? They're like, what is going on? Like, where you come from? And some people it's going to be like, yo, where you come from? Like, America, oh, you know. So, you know, just always, no matter what, greet people with a smile. You know, have a smile on your face. You know, when you're walking around, show the appreciation of the land that you're in, and making sure like you're not, it's like my husband said, like, boastful or too proud from where you come from. Like, oh, I'm from America. We better know. If anything, this place is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure you show respect to the people and respect to the culture by learning about it, first of all, and knowing what, you know, ticks them off, or learning what's inappropriate, or what you shouldn't do. So I did look at a what not to do in Thailand video, and in Thailand they are very, very particular. They don't like arguments. They don't like public arguments. They don't like when you're embarrassed in public, or, you know, you're raising your voice in public. And in America, you might see like people on the street yelling at each other or having an argument and stuff. In Thailand, they don't like that here. You know, they feel like if it's, you know, if you sometimes a disagreement, do it behind closed doors type. So it's those sort of things is wherever you go, learn about the culture. You know what I'm saying? Learn about what to do and not to do in their land, and respect that. You know, and that's something that's big on what I wanted to say on that. Does anybody have any questions about, you know, traveling at all? Because he's been traveling before we met. He's been on a road trip, and he's been places whenever. And I started traveling like some months ago. So we're just telling you guys what helped us.
I'll touch on, because this was a big fact, and I know this halts a lot of people from traveling. And I want to stress the fact, traveling is very beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Very beneficial, because you're in constant communication with your higher self, because you're out of your comfort zone. When you're out of your comfort zone, you don't have your comfort zone to fall back onto. You know what I'm saying? So when you're traveling outside of your comfort zone, traveling the world, you have to depend on your higher self.
Your intuition.
Right. And so you build a relationship with your higher self, and it makes you wiser. It promotes your growth. And so with that being said, what I want to stress is that a lot of people, like I did a road trip before I came across the world, and this is what scares a lot of people. I already said this earlier, but this is what scares a lot of people from taking these leaps of traveling and going out of their comfort zone is fear. Fear. And usually it's not even fear within yourself. Other people put their fears on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, watch out for, I remember I was going on my road trip, niggas was just like, my grandfather and his friend, which was, I appreciated the insight. I'm not saying don't listen to him. Consider it, but don't let it fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? They're saying like, watch out for Native Americans. They're very their land's sacred, and they don't like out west. Out west, when I got out west, they warned me because my grandfather's friend had a bad experience. And like out in New Mexico and Arizona, like in these like small towns, like they're saying like these towns are ran by like the community. They're very, and any outsiders they know, and they like da-da-da, which I appreciated the thing, but they really harped that, and I felt like his bad experience, which I appreciated again, but like I feel like he was trying to put his fear on me, and then I was like, I appreciate it, and he was like, I just hope you make it back, and I was just like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, what? This is weird. You threatening me right now, bro? Like, but this is what really scares a lot of people. People have bad experiences in their fear, in their traumas. They try to put on other people because one, maybe they don't understand it, or two, they just had a bad experience. But what got them in that situation? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is where you gotta understand yourself and be like, okay, everything's mental. I create my reality as that person does. What got him in that situation? And then I also a thing that, sorry, I'm jumping around now, but like a common theme I've seen throughout these stories that people try to tell me that are more fear-based is that they're usually doing something prior to that situation that they got themselves in that kind of asks for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the universe always gives them warning signs, you know what I'm saying, as it does for you. Like, nothing just happens randomly. And a lot of these stories that people tell me, they make it seem like it just happened. I was doing nothing and this happened. And that's not true. The universe wouldn't just throw something completely random at you. There's signs, and that's why you have to be vigilant and vigilant when you're traveling. You gotta see and pick up on it, because the universe isn't just gonna, you're not just gonna be walking and then all of a sudden some crazy random shit. It's a buildup, you know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be something, because you manifested it into your reality, and you got to understand that and realize you have the power. So basically what I want to say, because I know Nate wants to say something right now.
I do.
What I wanted to say was, don't be scared out of stepping out and growing ultimately. Mm-hmm. Like, don't let fear, false evidence appearing real, and other people's traumas fuck you up.
Facts. That's a very, very vital, important message. Very vital, important, because before I came to Thailand, someone tried to tell me about somebody else's experience with Thailand. Mind you, that person had no experience with Thailand. The other person had experience, and they tried to tell me about their experience, which was trying to put fear into me. And I'm just like, nah, my nigga, like, I know my vibration, but I'm not gonna lie, I did experience some weird shit here. In Thailand, because my vibration at that time was fucked up. Like, it was very low, so I attracted a very low vibration. It is some things you have to be cautious about, you know, but it's all up to you ultimately. It's not just the land or the people, because you are attracting everything and everyone into your life based on what you're at, because everything is a reflection of you. So I wanted to expand on that, and I want to expand on what you said about, you know, you said something, and it really, after you was like, I know they want to talk. You were saying something, shit, but it was very, very important.
I was talking about just fear and other people. I thought it was just attracting your attract.
Yeah, that was it, but that's not what I wanted to say. Basically, I'll just go on, keep going. Well, what happened? You want to know what happened? Well, basically, at that time, I was vibrating really low, and this is probably a time that you guys was hearing about with when Tisha went live and said I was out of tune. This is when I was vibrating low, and I was attracted some kind of male into my life, and I wasn't really vibing with him, and you know, I didn't, like the presence, so sometimes I would like go out and walk by myself and be like, damn, like, and I wasn't grateful for life. I wasn't being grateful because of what was going on. But basically, I had walked into the woods, and I went ahead and pissed behind a tree. The tree had red ants, so I had to, maneuver, and I asked the angels to protect me or guide me or something, because I felt the need to go into the forest, but I was scared or something. So that fear attracted a fearful situation where I went into the woods, and it was sunny, and then the sun was going down though, and I attracted this man, this local Thai man, that was, you know, he said get on. He told me, he motioned me to get on his bike. And usually, you know, Thai people are really nice. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess this was my sign. This was my angel, like telling me I can go on there, you know. You know, go on the bike and I'll be led somewhere, you know. I don't have to go in the woods alone. But he literally, when I got on his bike, he took me the opposite direction of the woods. And he took me to his house. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, I thank you. I sparked myself. Okay, so basically he took me to his house and he gave me one of his shirts. And mind you, he had 4 dogs at his house. And his house was like, it looked like one of those scary houses, like one of those like massacre. Anybody seen Chainsaw Massacre before? It looked like that kind of house. And people, you know, people looking at me through the window like, and I'm just like, yo, this shit's creepy. So he gave me a black shirt to put on. And I was trying to figure out like why the universe gave me a black shirt to put on. But he was possibly saying like, put on a shirt because, you know, you're not really covered up. And that it kind of sparks people, you know, men, you know what I'm saying? Like people who don't know how to have self-control. He was just looking at my chest kind of, and my shirt was just like this, you know, it just covered this part, but it had my tattoos and my stomach showing. So he gives me a shirt, it smelled weird. I was deciding whether or not I wanted to keep the shirt or toss it in front of his face. And then the dogs were all barking at me. So I was just like, all right, so I'm gonna toss this shirt. I'm gonna take off this shirt and be like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. So I took off the shirt and he was like, all right, well, come, let's go again. And he took me to another place, and this place was deeper in like where the forest was, but not really a forest. It was like another, I think it was a part of his land. And he, ooh boy, and he, ooh fucking, ugh, just imagining it and the feeling of it, it's just ew. So he took my hand and reached it towards his private part, like, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and he was like, taxi. And that's one thing, you don't want to get scammed with the taxis, you know what I'm saying? People always like say the tuk-tuk's trying to make you, that's what they said, but I never got scammed before, but I was really, that's where my vibration was. I was so low that I attracted something scary. Like, I literally thought I was gonna get raped. I really thought like I was about to be molested, like literally, because it was just me and this man out here. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? So I had to, this is when but this was a lesson for me. And this is when I stepped into my power. I told him, I firmly and calmly, I'm like, yo, no, take me over there. Like I had a really stern voice and I felt some kind of power within me that convicted him to do what I told him to do. Literally, like he didn't know what to do but to just listen to me and tell me what to do.
The goddess came out. Yeah,
the goddess came out, but at the same time, he still was, he couldn't control himself. So that gave me, he was just like, kind of like, literally like, taxi, trying to grab me, and I'm just like, no, get off of me, take me here. So he took me to this place, and then I got up and I started walking. And then, I don't know, that he was weird. And I guess that was a lesson. After that, I was just like, yo, I had to stand up and say no. And that's exactly what I was going through in that moment in time with the guy I was with, because I had to stand up for myself and say, no, I don't want to be with you. No, I don't want to live with you. No, I don't want you touching me. No, I don't want to have sex with you. No, I don't want to kiss you. So that Thai man taught me to say no. And that was just a lesson, that sometimes when you're out on your own, your higher self is going to put you through certain lessons and tests so you can like grow and evolve from that. And I had to stand in my power in that moment in time, you know, and get myself out of that vibration. So
can I say something?
Go ahead.
This is, I'm thankful because what she's saying is she had a fearful, scary thing, but she wasn't blaming it on Thailand and the place, right, and trying to scare you away from traveling. She's trying to show you that she manifested it.
It was me.
It was her, because no matter where you go, there you are. You know what I'm saying? That could have happened in the United States. Hence the fact half these niggas saying shit about other countries. When I say I'm going here, I'm going there, they like ooh, and they forget about the fact how fucked up America is. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just like, if you're looking for trouble, you'll find trouble. If you're vibrating low, you'll attract low vibrational entities into your life. And so it's And that's why I think it's crucial to travel, because then you'll be faced with yourself. And again, you'll gain that connection with your higher self. You know what I'm saying? You'll be forced to go to your higher self. You can't run back to your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? So when she was in that situation, she's in a total different, across the world, you know what I'm saying? She couldn't run home to mom, or like the whole cop situation just would have been sticky. Like she had to handle that self within herself, and she did. And that's what look at it. And that's what and then she applied it, and with her fucking intellect and her strong mind and strong willpower, she learned from it. You know what I'm saying? She didn't go off and go on live like, oh, I almost just got raped, don't come to Thailand.
Right.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Otherwise, it's a beautiful place. I know I did that to myself. No one told me to go in the woods alone. No one told me to have on what I had on. And that's another thing I want to let you guys know about. Go ahead, baby. All right, so another thing I want to let you guys know about is when you go into other people's countries and you're trying to, thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Violet. I really appreciate that. I think I handled that really too, because I was able to apply that lesson to what I was going through in that time. And I'm like, I was able to tell the guy I was with, living with, no, I don't want to live with you in this house. No, I'm not going to do business with you. No, like, just stand up for myself and stand up for my life, take my life back, you know what I'm saying? And not allow someone to force their way into it, you know what I'm saying? But another thing is, when you're in somebody else's country, you need to know the dress code. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, when I'm out, I like to be free with how I dress. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the Koh Phangan, like it'll be different when we're in Koh Phangan rather than Bangkok. Bangkok, there's a lot of more people here, a lot more business people. People, you know, they expect you to cover up. You know, cover up. And when I went to Samui one day, and Samui is just another island here in Thailand, and we went to get our passports checked, you know, stamped and everything like that for another extended. I had on a see-through shirt, and I didn't think it was nothing wrong with it. My boobs was showing, my nips was showing. Yes, I had my dark areolas a bit kind of there, but I went into the place, and someone in a tie, the Thai lady at the reception, she gave me her jacket. She gives me a jacket so I can button up and cover up while we're waiting. So, you know, I don't disrespect the people who come there with their wives or girlfriends or anything like that. And I didn't take that as anything disrespectful. I was just like, all right. I humbled myself. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm dressed like a damn gypsy in here. Let me cover the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So I covered up, and I respected their culture. I respected their rules. And afterwards, I took off the jacket when we was done, because we was there about an hour or two. I took off, and then I went on with my day with my boobs out. So, I mean, I feel like we should always, you know, respect, you know, the dress code as well. And I've been working around with like stuff like this and patterns like this, and people be looking at me like, whoa, like, where you from? But it's different from when it's like, it's prerogative, and different is from prerogative and elegant. You want to make sure that you know where to do that at, you know what I'm saying? So, that's another traveling tip I got. Let me see if we got some questions in here.
Yeah, man. I really want to push this, since we're talking about traveling. Please travel. Do yourself a favor. Go with a friend. I know it's a little intimidating at first. When I first started traveling, I went with my friends. Went with two of my friends, and just make sure you're all on the same accord, though. But it's so worth it, man. Like, and everybody I've ever talked to that's gone traveling has fucking.
Crystal said she would have ran.
That's a shitty situation. Like, that's scary.
Yeah, that's scary as fuck. I was scared, but it's like, what I do, run or I face myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a part of me. And you know, that rooted from the back in the past with me. So.
Yeah, you did handle it well with me.
I don't have to travel. You don't have
for a race shirt. Hit me up, Meek Carter. Go on my
I'll message Donna.
Okay, Donna Jones.
For a shirt. Okay, yeah, definitely.
I got you.
Peace and blessings. I am wondering, do you guys listen to the music we listen to on the radio here? You know, some places like here in the hostel we have, they will play American music. You know what I'm saying? When you're on the street, you'll hear some Thai music. You know, It's like it doesn't. I guess that just depends. Like they have a lot of mixtures of races here, especially on Kopangan as well. But I know that the middle language, wherever you go, is English. So they try to appeal to the English, to the foreigners that come, but also they have their culture. They love to play their music. They love to have their culture.
A little educational tip. People, you guys gotta understand what American and the culture of America is. It's the culture of the melanated being. You know what I'm saying? The melanated beings are the culture. You know what I'm saying? And so the reason why I say that, it seems kind of far stretched, but the reason why I say that is because the culture, we like music wise and stuff, it's popping. You know what I'm saying? Like the melanated culture is fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say, but what I'm trying to say is
they took it from us.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
And it's worldwide, you know what I'm saying? Just like I ain't gonna go down that route right now, but what I'm trying to say is America's influence has its influence around the world.
Right.
And America's influence is from the black community. And so I just want to put that out there. So like, and I just remember hearing like people traveling and like people look at black people weird, and we get looked at weird, but I don't think it's like, I don't take it as weird. I take it as like.
We're God.
Yeah.
We're walking God. Like literally walking God. So.
Oh, and the reason why I brought that up is because someone asked, is there a lot of black people here? I mean.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. There's not a lot of melanated.
It's more white people.
There's more Caucasians. There's more Russians. There's more, Germans, more Austrians, more people from London. Not too much people from America per se. And if they're from America, they're from Ohio or California or something. Like they just going on vacation or something like that. But you don't see that much melanated people out here. That's why we're telling you to travel. They try to tell you not to travel, or they try to keep you in the system. That's what they try to do. They try to keep melanated people in a system so they don't get to experience their life. Babe.
Oh, sorry. I saw a question of, do you miss home? You miss home?
Home is where the heart is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when I say home, I do miss Atlanta. I do miss my family. I do miss my friends and everything like that. But I know that I can always go back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not limited. I'm unlimited. So I feel like I do. You know what I'm saying?
They're a phone call away.
Exactly. So I'm not really missing anything, but at the same time, you do get warnings. Yes, that's something I want to talk about and expand on. You gotta get the warnings of the universe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention. That's what happened to me. Literally, I was going to travel to New York for a fashion show one time. Ended up missing my flight. When I missed my flight, I was like, dang, what happened? So I started doing sketchbook pages, doing sketches for $5, and I ended up making $40. And somebody came up to me, and you guys got a tip: watch out for scam artists, because some people will come up to you and just rob you of your money. This woman came up to me and she was like, yo, I don't know what told me to come up to you, but you seem like you have a beautiful aura and a nice personality, and sometimes that's the appeal, that's the boom, they trapped you. They say you're nice, and that they appeal to you with their emotions. And all of a sudden I started crying because I'm like, yo, I just had a bad day. I just missed my flight, to go to a fashion show in New York that I was gonna be a model for, and I'm just like, damn, and then I started crying because all I wanted to do was do the right thing, and I just wanted to, something. So she was like, yeah, but my baby, my daughter, she needs some medicine, and I don't have that much money. I'm trying to build up the money to get the medicine right now. And I'm just like, oh. She's like, yeah, but I know. Some just told me to come to you. You have a beautiful spirit. You have a beautiful aura. So me seeing her about to cry, but she didn't even cry at all. So she's like, but I feel this a lot. I see you see me try to, but I can't. I feel this. And then so I was like, yo, all right, I'm gonna give this lady the last $40 I got in my bank account. So I'll go up to the ATM. The $40 I just made that I'm about to go. mind you, I don't have anybody. My sister's already in New York. I don't have anybody to take me home. I called up the 2 dudes I was talking to. They didn't want to come. They ain't even offered to. Yeah, I said 2 dudes. The 2 dudes I was talking to, they didn't want to come, you know, pick me up or show me a lot about them. So I'm just like, damn, like I put myself in this situation, and here I am at the airport with no ride. You know what I'm saying? Home, and this money in my account was gonna give me a ride to go home and take an Uber. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know what? God will provide. You know what I'm saying? God will provide. I will make a way. This lady's child needs some medicine. So I go to the ATM, I get out my $40 and I give it to her. But then out of a sudden, but something was pulling me not to do it. Literally, someone was saying, no, take a look in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? Feel it out. And I was feeling something weird and feeling something snaky about that woman, but I still wanted to have a pure heart. I still wanted to have a pure intention. I still wanted to be like, nah, this lady needed help. Maybe that's what I'm feeling.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, been given the benefit of the doubt. This lady need help. As soon as I give her that money, boom, I failed the test or some shit. Like, and then she smiled, she smirked, literally. And she put her hood on. She was like, oh, thank you. And I didn't see her after that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, thank you. What's your name? And I said, and she's like, I told her my name, and she never told me her name. She hugs me and she makes her way off with the money.
And you knew she scammed
and,
you?
yeah, I knew at that moment she scammed the fuck out of me. And I'm just like,
I got a question. Did you think about just giving her the 20?
I did think about just giving her 20. I did, but I don't know what happened. I was like, I tried to press the $20. I tried to press $20 and it didn't do anything. So I pressed the $40 and it was like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give her $40. I'm just gonna give her all the shit in my bank. And then she walked up and my mom called. She was like, Janae, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the airport. She's like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, Mom, I just gave all my money to this woman. She's like, what? Like, how are you supposed to get home? I was like, I don't know. I just thought I was gonna sleep.
She got you?
Yeah, she got me, man. I thought I was gonna sleep. I thought I was gonna just sleep at the airport. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was just like, fuck it. Like, I was just like I really was vibrating so low. Like, I was like, fuck this. Like, I don't care what happens. I'm gonna stay here at this airport until.
So was that like breaking down the situation? You think you vibrating low, you maybe were vibrating low since you missed your flight, and you're like, fuck,
I attracted that situation.
And you attracted that lady into your perspective.
I did.
And you did that to yourself.
But I did do that to myself. But this is the thing. This is
crazy.
how the universe
That's awesome
works.
to see it, though.
Yeah, I attracted that situation by vibrating low, you know, feeling like there was nothing that anybody can do, and But this is what happens. When you do something with pure intention, that's like my husband says, the universe be like, all right, you kind of fucked up right there, but that was just a lesson for you, so let me help you fix it. You know what I'm saying? So the universe literally was scolding me through my mom and through Tisha, because I had called Tisha at that moment in time too, and scolding me, and I was just like, yo, I don't know what to do. But my mom did her best to make something shake for me. Gave me $50 out of nowhere, and then an old lady that smelled like pee but really needed help getting home came and approached me. Like, I was literally getting smacked lesson by lesson, like, and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna help this lady out, because she was limping and stuff, but carrying all these bags. I'm just like, there's no way I can like fucking like neglect that. So I had to help that lady out. I helped that lady out, and we went home together in an Uber or whatever like that, and things just happen good, you know what I'm saying? Things happen good, but we have to learn our lessons and be mindful about, you know, what we're attracting, what vibration we're on while we're traveling, because all we have is ourselves in that moment in time. So we got to make sure that we are in constant communication with the universe by our vibration, our energy, our frequency, and yeah.
I like that. I like looking back at old stories and really understanding them with a clear mind now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really beautiful. Like the balancing out, like in the moment, just like you only see one side, just like fuck.
Yeah.
But then after you're just like, that's why that shit happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I was tripping. I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to think of some.
I feel like things always work out.
Always, there's no doubt. And if you believe that, then they're always gonna work out. If you think shit never works out, then shit's never gonna work out, and you're never gonna realize why it happened. But we know that because we're protected. Like, shit always worked out. Even in my lower self, I knew shit was always gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't explain it the way I explain it now. It was just like, this sucks. It's gonna be okay though. And it always worked out. You know what I'm saying? And
peace to everybody in the room. You always want to have an intention. That's another tip. Always have the intention that everything will work out. Keep that mindset.
Because there's no, like, it's just balance. The universe is balanced. If shit gets bad, it's going to be just as good on the flip. You got to be patient, wait it out, withstand the storm. And, yeah, like...
yeah. Withstand that storm.
Ooh, I'll tell a story.
I want to answer these questions.
Okay,
too,
yeah, that story was...
It was long?
Yeah. How did you overcome this vulnerability?
Vulnerability? What do you mean, Christina?
I think that came up when you was talking about the situation where you didn't get your flight and all that stuff.
How I overcame it?
Yeah, like how did you?
I surrendered. I literally surrendered. I was just like, I was forcing things to happen. I guess that's why it just didn't happen.
You surrendered your desires.
And just allowed the universe to take over. Because the reason why I didn't make that flight is because I had somewhere to be in Atlanta in that the next day. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I feel like that was the reason why. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? I was able to watch my sister's cats and, you know, do something, you know, have the car, go and explore. Like, I was free, literally free. And I'm glad that happened. I had surrendered to the will of the universe, to the will of my higher self, and not try to force something to happen, but just allow it to happen and need to be. And yeah, I guess that's overcoming the vulnerability, just being vulnerable to the moment. You know what I'm saying? Just taking in what's actually happening and just like, all right, I let go. I let go. So, did you feel you should have taken a few more moments to rekindle your decision? When I gave that money away, yeah, because if I would have really felt it out and really thought to myself like, all right, or thought about myself first, like this is a crucial thing about traveling. You gotta think about yourself too. You gotta think about yourself first because you come first, and that's something I've always put people before me, you know, and I was just like, yo, this person needs this, but I need this. I need to get home. You know, how am I get home? How am I gonna eat? Like, I just got this money today. Like, there's you can say no. You know what I'm saying? Say no. And the more that you try to ignore a lesson, the bigger the lesson is. Like, you try to ignore a lesson and you fail it or whatever like that. You try to, but the universe is gonna keep giving you the same lesson, but sometimes it comes bigger. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a fractal lesson of the thing that happened in Thailand, because I didn't say no to this lady, so that came into this situation in Thailand. But I didn't say I was supposed to say no to that man. You know what I'm saying?
Same shit, different symbol.
Right.
And that's what I love about the universe. I hate it sometimes, just like when it's in the situation, you keep learning the same lesson. But once you realize it, it's really admirable and how, like, I love it. But anyways, I want to touch on that about saying no and how life is balanced. Like we acknowledge that, like, you gotta give, but also, like you said, you gotta care about yourself too. You can't get too, because you can give too much and you can give too little. So it's just a balance. And at least with me, and I know this is within you too, because you're a reflection of me. My self node's Pisces, and so, which means in my past life I was very, very giving. You know what I'm saying? And I was generous. I was very generous to the point where I cared about other people too much, to the point where I forgot about myself. And that's part of the reason why I reincarnated back here, because I didn't fulfill my mission. I was too giving, and I experienced some of that here in this life sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I've been in situations where I have to learn to stay firm in my situation and say no and care for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day when I was just like, some guy did a favor for us. He got us to the pier to get to Bangkok, and when someone helps me out, I'm very independent and I don't like to ask for help. And so when like someone helps me out of the kindness of his heart, even if I don't have something to offer, I either express my gratitude too much, like thank you, I'm so thankful. And there's even a threshold for that shit, but I'm just saying, like, I'll try to do whatever I can to repay them, because I don't like the feeling of being in debt. And so I was just like, nah, we had like 140 baht on us, and at that moment we didn't have that much. That's all we had at that moment, and so. And he offered to help us out, and so I was like, "Nay, should we give him that last 140?"
I was like, "Bro,
and
we need to eat."
and then so that within me was just like, I thought I had good intentions and I wanted to repay him back, but like you also gotta allow yourself to receive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta allow yourself to you gotta accept the blessings the universe is giving you.
Right.
And that's what sparked me, because I thought about that on the boat to Bangkok. I was just like, damn, like, and then this is what sparked me to be like, yo, we should start suggesting giving like donations. I mean, like accepting donations, because the universe wants to, we're abundant. The universe wants to give you everything, but it's us that limits ourselves and restricts ourselves from receiving. So my pride didn't want to ask anybody for donations. My pride doesn't want to be like, hey guys, can you donate? We don't need anything. But my pride doesn't want to be like, look vulnerable, like I can't take care of myself. But that's not the case, because I am everything. You guys are me. You're a reflection of me. You feel me? And so when I ask for donations, or I suggest or accept donations, open that avenue for abundance to come through that way as well. It's just me positioning myself to receive from the universe, because I put out to the universe, and now I can receive for the universe. But if I close that outlet from that whatever, then I can't. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm limiting myself. So with that being said, donate if you want to. But that's a lesson I learned the other day, was that like you don't always have to, like, because you can give too much to the point where it's detrimental for yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a balance, and also when you give, and also when you receive, you got to allow yourself to receive. You know what I'm saying? Like I do sometimes just give too much, and it puts me in an even tougher situation than I had to be in. And so I just wanted to put that out there to bring balance to. We are saying give, but also make sure you're good. Self-care is crucial, because this is all you. At the end of the day, you're the only one that's going with you when you go to bed tonight.
So I want to. Oh yeah.
Someone asked about readings. What kind of readings you do, Nay?
Hold on, let me see what I got to say for the stage. I want to expand on what you said about like the learning how to receive. Because that's what, when you're traveling, you gotta have to learn how to receive. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like humble all the time. You know what I'm saying? Being humble is a very great thing, but being too humble to be like, nah, I don't need it, but you actually, that's something you actually need in that moment. Like, it's like, come on, bro. The universe is like, come on, bro. Like, it's learning how to take, learning how to, and be okay, and knowing that you deserve. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. People want to say like, oh, you this and that about taking, but it's something when you take and not give. We give constantly, you know what I'm saying? So the universe is like, when you travel, you gotta learn how to receive. And when we say donate, you know, I feel like, and to be honest with me, I'm always thinking about stuff like really deeply. I feel like people that come on our lives, or you know, see things, or come on when we say, yo, donate or whatever like that, I feel like in that moment, the universe is trying to tell you, like, okay, you're trying to attract certain things into your life, like riches and everything like that, but you have to give to get. You know what I'm saying? And we're just a vessel for you to sow your seed in, and then you just get, you know, the reaping of energy. You know what I'm saying? Because my Chanel Cooper Sykes told me one day, it's something powerful when you sow into spiritual leaders. You know what I'm saying? And why people go out and sow into their church? Why people go out and sow into, you know, people they learn from? Because that's the law of soul reaping and reaping. You gave energy, and now like you get 10 times fold. Like. I just feel like that's what it is, to be honest with you, and I feel like we're just a vessel of that. Right. And that sparked something within me, because I've heard this, but just now I'm realizing it. Like, when you put in whether it be us or someone else that you fuck with, and you watch them and you give them, you sow that seed within them, you can see where your money's going. You know what I'm saying? Like when that money's gonna be in rotation of the universe no matter what. You're gonna give your money to something. And so if you have an extra amount of money, we're not asking you to give us your last $5. You know what I'm saying? We're asking you to donate if you can. You know what I'm saying? And if you have that ability to give, then give it to something that you
like, and that's something that you pay attention to, because once you do that, put that energy in that, it's gonna come back to you in that way. You feel me? So when you donate to us, we're transparent. We go on lives all the time, and you're gonna see and we tell you what we put the money towards. We put it towards our journey, and our journey is to also to travel and stuff, but also put the message back to you guys. You feel me? And so, yeah, I'm thankful for that, because.
Oh fuck.
And so
okay.
Let that be a tip. If you guys have if you have extra money to give, then give that towards whatever you desire. You know what I'm saying? What you look for. Yeah, exactly. Like if you wanna if you wanna be a fashion designer, right? And you have extra means to give or whatever, then give that to someone that you look up to that needs that. You know what I'm saying? Towards the avenue that you're trying to go down. It's
like paying attention. What you pay attention to is what you pay. Listen to the words that come out our mouths. Paying attention. Where your attention flows, energy grows, and where your attention goes to, it expands in your own life. So if you're paying attention to somebody, and you pay your attention and you give your energy to something, you're basically saying, oh, I want that life. Oh, I like what they got going on. I want that for myself. So I'm gonna put my energy into that, and so it can be transferred. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like that kind of thing, and I'm seeing it more and more as I go on my journey. I sowed seeds into spiritual leaders, and that helps me with my spiritual growth. You know, for some reason, and I sowed seeds as in not just money, but my attention, my time span, just anything. You know what I'm saying? And it came back to me. You know, because that's where it's I saw that as a reflection. So I'm like, oh, that's what I want. Basically like this. You're in a supermarket. Envision you're in a supermarket. You're in a mall, right? And you see a beautiful dress or a beautiful clothing that you like, right? You're like, I want that. I want that on me. You already see it on you, everything. But it's just hanging there. You're just viewing it. So you paid your attention to that. You're like, okay, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Then you go off and go get the clothes. You buy the clothes, right? And now you have an outfit, right? Now it's on you. Now that's on, you're wearing that energy that's on your clothes. That's basically fractal what I'm saying to you right now.
You give and you received what you desired.
And you have to have an intention with that. So that's what it is. So we're not here to say, oh, give your money. We're just saying yo, look at it in another perspective, because this shit is really, it's really real out here. You know what I'm saying? How the universe, how everything is fractal. You know what I'm saying?
It's all energy.
Yes, everything is all energy. So
money, you guys watching us, again, like you said, paying attention. Your attention is your currency. Your currency is your energy. Money is a symbol of your attention and your energy that we overvalue, when really your money, your attention is equivalent to you guys. You donating us money is equivalent to you guys just watching us. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we say if you support us, donate. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys watch us.
Share the video or do
right,
something.
Right, exactly. Yes, good
impact
point.
People. You know what I'm saying? And the most people who gain a lot of money or riches or whatever like that is the most people that's impacting people. You know what I'm saying? The more people you impact, the more energy you feel. You know, the more energy you receive. And that's just because that's just the law of the universe. Everything is energy. Even money is energy. So the more people that you impact with their videos and everything like that, the more energy you receive from the universe, the more abundance you receive from the universe, blessings out of nowhere. And it's not just the money. It's just, it's finding a place that's super cheap and very clean, you know what I'm saying, and very spacious, with a fruit stand right across the street. You know what I'm saying? Something
I want to stress that, because when we were on our way here, we didn't know where we were going. We just knew we were going to Bangkok. And the bus terminal that we stopped at was a little outside of Bangkok, so we were kind of just what's going on? So then we found out we had to take taxi then the taxi, we found a hotel, or we had an idea of a hotel, then the taxi's like, yo, that's too far, I can't take you there. He's like, I'll take you to the BTS station, which is a train station. So we were just like, all right, and he's like, just take the train into Bangkok. So then we took the train into Bangkok, and then we found this hotel.
Well, thankful.
And it just worked out, and it's because we put that intention, that energy out, and then we received such a beautiful, perfect, clean space with options for us to eat. We've been eating papaya salad, but I'm great for we've ate papaya salad 3 times so far here, but I'm thankful that it's cheap. It's good for our body and it aligns to our diet. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really cannot complain. Like, we manifested a situation that's so pure, and then we've been here for 2 days now, and then her aunt and uncle come back to Bangkok tomorrow. So that's just everything has worked out just because we put that intention, we put that energy in. We donated our attention into what we desired and what we were trying to manifest, and it literally came back through the physical manifestation of our desires. And that's just how life works, whether it be money, your energy, or anything. What you put your energy into, you're gonna get back. So why not put your energy into something that you desire, that you fuck with, that you support? You know what I'm saying? Like for example, another way to see this is if like your mom has cancer. You know what I'm saying? And if you wanna, and that obviously affects you, right? And so if you wanna,
Peace, Crystal.
if you wanna cure your mom's cancer, obviously pay attention to her and dedicate your time to her. But also, like, if you wanna help the foundations that are curing cancer, like, if you can, like, donate that, and that will go towards also your mom's healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, putting your energy in different outlets, not all in one basket, but different outlets to get the betterment and overall betterment at every fractal level of your mom's sickness. You know what I'm saying?
That is beautiful. That's a beautiful. Yes, that is exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Like, you want to be. That's definitely what it is, because you put your intention. Because when I went to school, nursing school, to find the cure for cancer. Kind of like, I want to become a nurse because, that first will give me a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Capricorn. Secondly, I was just doing what I thought would be a good thing, but the main thing is my grandfather died from cancer. You know what I'm saying? So I told myself I want to find the cure for cancer. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't work out, do it at school or whatever. But
you still found the cure.
I still found the cure, because I still
knowledge itself.
Knowledge, exactly. And I dated somebody who cured, cancer, diabetes, AIDS, and all that, HIV, herpes, and shit like that. And it was just how my universe portrayed it to me is not how I intentionally thought it was gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But it just came in another form. But I still donated my time and my intention to that. I paid attention to that. So that is a beautiful suggestion. Not suggestion, but
articulation.
Yes, right there.
I definitely have the intention to donate because I am working now. I shared your live, but I'm thankful.
Thank you for that donation of the share. That's a donation right there. I'm thankful.
For real. Like, even you guys just communicating in the chat box, asking us questions, and because again, you guys are reflections of us. So what you guys say is it's not like this is that thing that she says. It's not like you guys are in this phone. You know what I'm saying? You are projecting from my mind onto this phone, and so you guys are within me. So whatever you guys say is something within myself, and so you guys just communicating with us is also helping me grow, helping me articulate my mind at this very moment, and I'm thankful for that, and I acknowledge that.
Yes.
And,
whenever you guys say, someone else is thinking that, and we're just reflections, and you're asking us questions so we can answer that, so it can help somebody else in this live or in this when they start to see the video or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever's supposed to see this is gonna see this.
Yes.
And so.
Well, we're very thankful for everybody here. We're thankful for you guys keeping up with our journey. Like, we love doing this. Like, we absolutely love this. Boom. Okay, let me see. Do we have any more questions? Do anybody have any more questions about travel? Let's see. I love how you explain it, like that most people use fear into others to donate blessings. Yeah, no.
Hell no.
Nah, but people try to like say why donate or da 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 da, but it's like, and put fear into that, but it's nothing to fear, But
that's their fear.
But that's the thing. You have to pay attention of what you donating your attention to.
You got I don't fat.
Yeah, I'm full.
You full?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
You know what? Maybe I should take that last.
Okay, go ahead.
But you have to pay attention to what you're paying attention to and what you're donating to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what cause is it good? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really be cautious about that. That's what I would have to say. Be cautious about that. You look so beautiful. I know that's off topic, just joining. Thank you,
it's
Destiny.
not off topic. That's That's a donation we're there.
Yes, that's a compliment, and that we're just reflections of you. So you're beautiful. Good thanks.
Yes, actually, yes. Yes. Because that actually sparked something within me, because when I was in my lower self, it was hard for me to give compliments because I didn't see that within myself. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say, it was hard for me to tell someone they were beautiful because I didn't believe I was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So for you to express her or whoever being beautiful shows how you feel about yourself. And so that's beautiful.
Oh, I need to, what Jasmine said, what kind of readings you do? Okay, I did not answer that question. So getting back to that question, I do any type of reading. I do intuitive guidance. I do readings from the angels. I also, when it comes down to clarity readings, I'm just doing clarity readings and I'll just like one card pulls. I just, give you the message of the day or what the message that the angels want you to know, and tapped into the intuitive guidance that's resonating within me and what's the flow of the universal wisdom and knowledge that's flowing through me and what I'm intuitively guided to say to you. That's basically what it is. That's what intuitive guidance is. I'm not going to say what I am because, I don't have to justify what I am, but it's just basically I'm very intuitive, and that's just my life purpose, So
you're a medium.
I'm definitely that, and I'm stepping more into that, you know what I'm saying, and doing what I know was best. Like my intuition is like very, very on point, and it's not just for me, it's for everybody, you know what I'm saying, like. I remember when you first got here, right? And we was, getting to know each other, and we went to we was walking through the market and stuff like that, and I saw some numbers or some kind of sign, and I was like, baby, did you see that? And he was like, nah. And I'm like, yeah, man, you gotta be aware. So afterwards, we started talking about, the awareness of the universe, and the universe was using noises and sounds to like show confirmation for that. I'm very tapped into that. So,
yes,
I want. That's how I'm like. I want people to know how to, tap into the intuition and how the universe speaks to us.
It's always communicating with you.
Yes.
Everything that's happening is, and I'm so thankful she taught me that, because like I was just not ignorantly, but just unconsciously going about my day and just ignoring stuff just because I thought like, oh, that's just that whatever, 8855. But anyways. In the reflection right there on the window. But what I'm trying to say is I had the other day, like last week, I had such a good meditation session where I was like in my mode, and I was just like, I was observing everything. It was like a mindfulness thing, and I just had this feeling that I had this clarity that everything that was going on, from the birds chirping to the air that was, the wind that was hitting, and the smells that I was smelling at that time, to where I was positioned on the ground, to we were in the tent, from every little thing. And it's true, this is true, I felt it, I truly felt it. I was acknowledging every little thing, the way the blanket was on me, the way was positioned for my best benefit. And I felt fucking good. Like, I felt so good. I was just like, I was just acknowledging the now. Like, I was very present, and I was just like, everything that is right now is for my benefit. From each little bird, every little thing is trying to get me to my higher self, back to my natural state, and back to the birds chirp, and everything that you do, and every reaction that you perceive, bro, is the universe trying to communicate you to get you back to who you truly are, to your happy, loving state. But when I was in my lower self, I just thought, oh, that's just a bird. Oh, that's just the birds are out because or that's like that. That's just cause, that thought shit was just random. I thought shit was random, and I thought coincidences were coincidences. But she helped me realize that like the universe is truly in communication with you. So I may say something like, "Yo, I don't think this is right," and then all of a sudden a honk will go by, and that's just like confirmation.
Your phone will light up, or you hear a break. What a break means, like slow down, like
right.
Hold on. Then that's feel like. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But that I'm here. I feel like that's why I'm here as well, because like that's a very vital important thing in traveling. You have to be aware, and there's a difference between being woke and sleeping, being awoke and aware. You know what I'm saying? People is like, oh, I'm woke. I'm
On knowledge.
I have all this knowledge
Right.
about the universe, but are you aware to it?
You feel it?
Do you see it being played out in your reality? And are you taking action with that? Being aware, that's awareness. Being aware to your reality, being aware to everything and being around you, because you are everything. So you're in constant communication with everything, you know what I'm saying? So I can take that as being an awareness, you know what I'm saying? Like, but any losers.
She does readings. And she's very intuitive. Sometimes she'll be like, I'll just be sitting there and something will spark me, and then or like rub me the wrong way, and I just think it's not a big deal. It hits me and I'm just like, whatever, it's cool. She's like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, fuck.
You can't hide anything from me, because
I guess this is what's up. and then I mean, if it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. But like, yeah, and her readings are on point. Like, she gave me a reading. I remember the first time we talked before I came here. Like, can we do a reading? I was just like, sure. And it was on point. Like, she said, like, big change is coming, da-da-da. And it was very specific. And the change was me coming here. And then we also do readings whenever we are in sticky predicaments, you know what I'm saying? Or not sticky, because nothing's really, everything works out, but like when we need clarity.
like reassurance.
Yeah, we definitely don't take advantage of it, but like we do it when we need that reassurance. And
right.
It's always on point.
Yeah, and because what the cards are is just a tool. You know what I'm saying? It's just a tool to connect to our higher self, and I connect to the angels of light, the basically want to say the positive thoughts, the thoughts that help you and guide you. You know what I'm saying? Spirit guides, just spirit, the energy that guides you, and the energy that surrounds us and within us. That's what I use. You know, I use and I always intend to connect to my higher self and give them exactly what they need to know in that moment in time. And it makes me feel good. It makes me want to cry. You know, because I feel like I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel like, okay, like I like that. You know, and I don't know why I just got emotional right there. But that's why that's my life purpose. That's how I know that's my life purpose.
Brings you joy.
It brings me joy, and it brings me overwhelming with emotion. Like, I gotta do it, and it makes me feel kind of weird sometimes where I feel like I'm not doing my job. So, any losers, your intuition is definitely on point. Thank you for the one question I asked you one time. I appreciate you, Christina. Definitely.
Are you pregnant? You look so beautiful.
Am I pregnant? No, I'm on my period. So I would like to be pregnant, but it's gonna come in divine timing. I'm not just gonna detach from that. I'm just gonna detach. Okay.
We're gonna have a child. We will have a child, a beautiful child.
Okay. I feel. Usually when that kind of stuff came up, I felt him get hot. And because of just certain programming, but I didn't feel anything right there. I felt like
because we're gonna and like this is something that came up in our relationship. She's always wanted a child, you know. She's been, and plus her twin sister's having a baby, and she's just, I want a baby, and me, where I'm from, my programming and stuff, like the thought of a child at my age, which is bullshit because I'm infinite, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just the programming I came from is like, it kind of scares me at first. It scared me at first, you know what I'm saying? But with what I'm trying to do is get the earth back to its natural state, and the meek shall inherit the earth, you feel me? And so we got to repopulate the earth with our immunity, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that, and I understand that it's and I love it, and I would love you to be the the mother of my children. And so it's gonna happen in divine timing though, but you will see the journey. Stay on the journey, it's gonna happen. But we don't mess with the universe.
We're in divine time.
Yes, we have to pay attention to the other outer world. It's in so many forms of communication. Yes, and
because the outer world is the inner world.
Right, and it's all fractal, man. Like the stuff that you learn, the stuff that your universe is showing you right now, and even in every now moment that you experience, the universe is showing you that in other, like you said, different symbols in your reality. So the lesson you may be learning right now is to give, right? You may be learning that to give, and then you're experiencing that. The universe is teaching you to give in this very moment. maybe for the next 2 days, right? Maybe the universe thinks like, I'm gonna put this nigga through a giving course in his life. So right now it has you tuning into Nay and me, right? And we're talking about giving. You turn this off and you go and watch some TV and you watch an episode of Family Guy where it's about giving. But you just think it's an episode of Family Guy and you're like, oh. But really what it is, the universe projecting this to you, do what you enjoy, which is Family Guy, and it's showing you to give in that. And then you go to sleep and you have a dream about giving. Then you go outside to work the next day and you see someone on the sidewalk giving. But it's up to you to put these pieces together because the universe is always trying to show you what is best for you, but it's in different symbols. So you got to be able to realize everything is fractal and see through the illusions of the symbols and see what it's really trying to show you. You know what I'm saying? And so the universe is always communicating with you. You got to pick up on the patterns of this shit, because all this is code. It's all the same shit. It's a matrix. It's all the same shit, different symbol. Everything, even with humans. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all the same thing, just different expressions of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've gotten connected with my feminine, my divine feminine within and without. You know what I'm saying? Like me connecting with Nay and building this relationship is a symbol of me connecting with my feminine side of my energy. Me growing my hair out and the same thing, different symbol. You know what I'm saying? And bam. You do readings for others. She does readings for everybody.
Yeah, I do readings for everybody.
Hit that inbox.
Go ahead and give me a message, Destiny. I'll do a reading for you, man. And then I'll be doing free readings sometimes. Like I be in the mode. But I feel like the universe has been telling me to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing a lot of energy work. And something about February was shifting into March. And that's basically the new year. You know what I'm saying? The shift is happening. And I'm able to feel a lot more now. And I just feel like the universe has been telling me to take a break. But I don't be taking breaks, bro. I just be like, yo, I got help. I got to do my thing. I got to do something, like, literally. So
you look like you're full with a baby. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What do you mean that means? I look like I'm glowing, like I have a child in me. That's what that means.
Your baby's so there. Oh my God, so cute.
Yeah, Violet. I'm excited for that baby. So I have his eyes.
That baby's gonna have some straight teeth. He's still.
Me dropping bars, yo. Yep. He's very intelligent. He's so do be dropping them bars. Yes, absolutely.
I'm thankful.
I'm a Capricorn and I've been so in tune. Crazy. Yes.
That's a reflection of you there.
Exactly. Like, look, like people really don't know.
Your reflection is telling you, I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah, Capricorns
I'm
are
so
very
in tune.
spiritual.
I know, but I'm saying like this is all mental, and your reality is telling you that. Like as you read it, you're like, like we can see it as I'm not saying that, but like if this is all me.
That's an aspect of me. Exactly. So y'all, with that being said, if we don't have any more questions on traveling or anything, we're gonna cut this video a bit short. Or what do you want to do? Because I feel like
What you feel?
It doesn't have to be as long, you know, as I don't know.
No. Alright, we kind of. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? 5, 4, 3,
2.
1.5.
Want to play ping pong?
Ooh, she's trying to get smacked in ping pong.
I kind of like that game.
Alright, peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, donating your energy. For real, like, you guys could have been doing anything, but y'all tuned in to us. I hope the message was received. The message that came through us, I received. I'm thankful. Thankful for the questions. Thankful for the love. Thankful for the light. God bless y'all. Have a beautiful rising. Y'all going into rising, so have a beautiful rising.
It's Tuesday for them now, right?
Yeah, you guys just came in Tuesday. We already been in Tuesday, nigga. we talking to our past right now. You know what I'm saying? So Tuesday's been great. So y'all gonna have a good day.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have a good day. But
Peace, love. I love myself.
Toodles.
Peace, love, and light.